Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Colonel Crank here, and yeah, pretty quick. We are just reacting to the Microsoft Showcase, and we're hoping to God that Silksong finally shows up so people can stop asking about it and get an actual, honest to God release date for that game. But no, pleasure to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry this is kind of spur of the moment, but I just got home from work, and so I figured why not. There we go. Let's tweet that baby out. And how's everybody doing tonight? How y'all feeling? Alrighty. Bop. Bop. Alright. Hope everybody is doing well. Gonna wait and see whether or not people kind of like trickle in. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. And let's make sure that chatbot is working. Skong. We're just gonna put Skong. And okay, might need to put a new trap pot there. So let's try that again. Zoop 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 zoop. Do 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 do. All right. There we go. I do wish you could like select your color in the thing in the chat. So because I really like that shade of green. And here, let's turn up the yeah, let's just get the my brain can think. I'd say let's just get the video quality. Blah, why can't I think? Get the video quality ready so that way I can make sure, just looks nice and pretty. And then we're also gonna grab on my phone because that's where I'm logged in on Twitter. For some reason, I'm not logged in on this computer. I don't know why, and it won't let me log in. Like Twitter security just froze a little fit every time I try to log in on here. So I always have to do it through my phone for whatever reason. It's just a tad silly, but that's most social media services nowadays is ranging from like a tad silly to actively destroying our society. So that's always a good time. But no, hope everybody's having a good show. Hopes everybody's having a good time. We got 2 minutes to go. I did forget to do a bingo card for these. I need to start preparing little bingo cards in advance for people to do in chat as like a fun game while uh, while we watch the show. Zoop, zoop, zoop. All right, tweet that out. Hmm. All right, nobody's in the chat yet, but I'm sure people come in here. Ah, oh my gosh. Yeah, only 40 seconds to go, just about. Hope everybody's excited. I'm not like super hyped, but I am like decently excited. I'm curious just what they're gonna show. Oh, here we go. I mean, if we're gonna see anything, it might be too early, but I would like to know what the DLC plans for Doom: The Dark Ages are. More Doom is always just cool. And I'd like to see what I'd love to see that team do something else after Doom: The Dark Ages. I've loved all of their Doom games, and Rage 2 was all right. I haven't played the first Rage, so I couldn't tell you about it. But I hope that team gets to do something new or do something unique that isn't just jumping between Rage and Doom. Whether that's a revival of Quake, whether that's a revival of like one of id's non-shooter franchises like Captain Keen. Ooh, sorry, that was a bit loud, but yeah, like I said, I would like to see what that team could do outside of the Doom franchise, other than just Rage, which is okay, but was never quite like a stellar series or anything. Okay, so this looks to be Outer Worlds DLC. Not super hype inducing because I knew this was coming, but hey, I like the Outer Worlds. I love the Outer Worlds too. So seeing more, seeing more of this is always nice. Okay, so this here was that just Stitch? That just straight up looked like Stitch. There we go. That should keep it from getting all framey. I can't tell if this is the video quality, like if this is my stream, or does the stream just naturally look a little like scuffed? It looks a little better, so I think it was my video, but like this video, I don't know. Something about this looks a little off, and I can't tell what it is. All right, yeah. So nothing crazy, but this does look really good. Does look like more of the Outer Worlds. It's fucking shrink race. Ooh, can you get a growth ray for your like for any allies, or can you get a growth ray for yourself and turn giant? That'd be fun. I was gonna say some of these weapons look really fun to mess around with. Bang. Alrighty. Cool. Not much in the start, but okay, cool enough. Okay, what is this? Oh, High on Light. Wait, are they making a sequel? I'm genuinely surprised they would touch this franchise again, considering how tied it was to Justin Roiland and how they had to basically use the DLC to like remove him from the game, or not remove him, but basically like bury his character. Okay, yeah, this is just another High on Life. I mean, that's fine. I like the first High on Life well enough. I don't know if I necessarily ever would have thought about it if they weren't doing anything with it. I will say the guns still do look horrific. Like the joke of talking guns is a cute idea, but God, the designs they picked just look so freakish. They almost look like Real Monsters inspired, but like way uglier. All right, then sure. And it's coming this winter. Why not? Like that is, I did that. I guess that game must have done really well. I just kind of knew it as that game that like Microsoft picked up from Google Stadia and just went with it because it was Justin Roiland, but apparently it worked out for him. Alrighty. Is this? I'm trying to figure out, but I'm not. I don't even know if I want to hazard a guess. It certainly looks interesting. It's the last of truth. We uncanceled Wonder Woman. Mm, I mean, is this Rise, Son of Rome? Are they really making a sequel to fucking Rise? They're not. That's not what this is. I genuinely don't know what this is. I genuinely couldn't tell you. It looks fascinating, whatever it is. Resonance, a Plague Tale. Oh, it's a Plague Tale spinoff. I've never actually played the Plague Tale games. Okay, then. And it looks like it's centered around the like maze of the Minotaur. It looks like it's starting around the maze, and you're gonna be like doing something with the Minotaur from Greek mythology. Interesting idea. Alrighty, hello. Oh, is this their handheld? Yeah, I think this is them announcing their handheld. Okay, why not? Let's see what this looks like. I mean, I'm down for more console. I'm down for more hardware makers getting into the console space, getting into the handheld space. I've always had a love for handheld gaming, so sure. Oh, it's just a ROG Ally. It looks to just be like an Xbox themed ROG Ally. Oh, there it is. There's your Silksong, kids. My God, they have to do a release date by the end of this, right? They can't go. They can't go for another goddamn show. They can't do another goddamn show without giving that thing a release date. Also, what does impulse triggers mean? AMD Ryzen. Xbox Ally X. All right, cool. Sounds interesting enough. Let's see what it'll cost. Hello, Miss Bond. We shat a bunch of money into a hole for Game Pass, and we're gonna make some of it back. God damn it! I say that I know Game Pass actually does make a decent amount of money. That seems pretty obvious, but cool. I mean, if it can use Steam, all right, cool. All right, when's the release date? Give me the Silksong release date. My God, they are just dangling that game in front of our noses. They are just they are just dangling it. Just say the release date. All you need to do is say the release date. Damn it. Hmm. Blood of the Dawn Walker. All right, cool. Oh my gosh, please don't look too generic. Please don't be another fucking just like fantasy game. Uh, it looks all right. Nothing crazy, but looks fine. I I do, I do like the focus on vampires. It's always a little bit cooler when it's focused on vampires. Fuck, that got me to check out fucking vampires got me to check out Redfall. Ooh, it does look a little wonky though. Vampire bad. Is it me? Is it me or is this look kind of choppy? Again, maybe it's just my stream, but this looks way more like framey than the other games. I suppose it's I this basically feels like that what's that vampire game where you're playing as a doctor in medieval London? Not a vampire with a Y. This basically feels like vampire but in like medieval England. I mean, it's not a bad idea. We'll see how the final title takes out. That's like a that's like an interesting concept, if nothing else. Coming 2026. Okay. Oh, another world premiere. All right, come on, come on, Banjo Kazani. Ooh, what is this? I'm sorry, what? Oh, Super Meat Boy. I was like, are they just doing something with fucking Mario? Okay, yeah, this is just another Meat Boy, but it's 3D this time. I'm not gonna lie, this actually does look pretty cool. I did not try that last one where it was like an auto runner. I heard people weren't down with it, but I've never gotten around to trying it myself. So I'm really curious to see if I actually like it. It's on my backlog, on my endless backlog. But yeah, new 3D Meat Boy. All right, I'm down for that. Is Ed McMillan attached to this, or is he still just endlessly tweaking the binding? Is he just still endlessly working on the Binding of Isaac? All right, coming early 2026. All right, not a bad idea. Not a bad game. Not a bad looking game, honestly. All right, Xbox Game Studio presents. No world premiere, so I assume this is something we already know about. Koei Tecmo. Oh, is this Ninja Gaiden 4? No. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, Ninja Gaiden 4. All right. All right. Now this is going to be interesting because this was Platinum Games, and this got announced. Excuse me. And this was announced right after all of that talent left Platinum Games. So I'm curious to see who's actually working on this game within Platinum. Now, probably what it is, a lot of that talent probably worked on this right before they left. So this might genuinely be Platinum's kind of song swung of a title. Especially if they're going down that bullshit live service route. Yeah, this might be like the last truly great Platinum Games title. Which is a shame, as someone who always held out hope for a Transformers Devastation 2. Or even just some more Bayonetta. But, you know, it is what it is. And for what it's worth, this does look sick. Like, if this is their swan song, this looks like it'll be a hell of a game to go out on. Gosh darn, I am so sorry. I am just a vector for disease right now, apparently. I'm a fucking one-man nightmare to the CDC, apparently. Ooh, I need to go get a tissue. I'll be right back. Tissue, tissue, tissue. Tissue, tissue, tissue. Oh dear, where are the tissues? Here they are. Ah, oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh hell. Yar! I actually don't know if this fella has them. Ooh, Indiana Jones, are we getting DLC? Alrighty, sorry about that, I'm back. Alright, so DLC for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Alrighty. The Order of Giants. Honestly, that kind of sounds like a better name than the Great Circle, if I'm honest. Are you gonna... Are we gonna fight an actual giant? Is Indy gonna have to fight like some fucking 20-foot tall monster man? I kinda hope so, because that sounds wonderfully ridiculous. World premiere. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, okay. Hmm. This feels very Monster Hunter-y. I wonder if this is a. Wait, I'm sorry, Game Freak? As in the Pokemon Company Game Freak. I know they've done other titles, but like, damn, Game Freak when they have an actual budget. And this looks. Bro, why does this look good? Why does this look so much better than any of their work on Pokemon? This looks so much better than any of their recent work, like Little Town Hero or the Pokemon games. Holy shit! I love this giant mech looking thing too. Emma the Sealer, Beast of Reincarnation. Holy shit! That is insane. That's insane that they're able to make a game that looks like that. That only makes me even more enraged at the fucking production of the recent Pokemon games. Avalon. I I feel as if I should recognize that, but my brain is being silly. Okay. Ooh. And Exile. And I'm already liking the look of this so far. Oh my god, what is with this goofy looking motherfucker? The shark. You sure you can call it the mammoth with those fucking tucks? With those fucking tusks? The knob. Okay. So it's the point that these all these So it's the point that all of these people are dickheads? Oh, that's cute. Your him describing you to the cops is how you make your character. That's a cute that's a cute concept. Hmm. Okay, so this is an okay. So this is an immersive sim. Okay, so it's okay. So this is like an immersive sim in the vein of Thief, maybe. I mean, it looks good. In fact, I'm actually this looks really good. Actually, this looks like this is gonna be a bit of fun. Mm. All right, all right. I'm also digging these like steampunk robot designs. Something about like the robots with marble skin is like a really fun idea. Oh, this is looking really good so far. Ooh, I love that customization for the guns. I hope the shooting in this feels really nice. Because if they can make the shooting feel great and like let you customize your guns like that, that's gonna be a really fun time. I imagine you'll. Oh, oh, so you got to go back in time to stop. You basically got to go back in time and stop those in power from preventing revolutions and shit. Oh, that's actually a great idea. Yo, this game looks really cool. This game looks really cool now, at least in concept. We'll have to see how it actually plays. Ooh, bang bang. He looks like Victorian era Chucky. He's a little freaky, but I fuck with his design. Hi, Matt Booty, and more talking. Yes, yes, we know your games. We know your games. Please, please move on to the next game. God, these are the parts that always make me so antsy about these Xbox showcases because they just sit here and yap and yap and yap their little heads off to the point where I just get so impatient. And wow, they play their games. Ah, da, 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 da. Yes, 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 we get it. Please, please. I just want that like Summer Games Fest fucking sign, or not Summer Games Fest, that Game Awards sign of please wrap it up. Yes, yes. You had something really good with that Cuphead show before you canceled it. Well, that was more Netflix's fault than Microsoft, I should say, but still. Ooh, a third year. Well, what do you have planned, you little creatures? You little creatures. Creature. Xbox Game Studio presents. Uh, it's a He-Man parody? Yotgurf. Haha, gay joke about He-Man. Oh, this is grounded. Formerly evil, of course. I was gonna say, are the main characters from the first game just all dead? Jesus. Oh, they've all been shrunk again. I never played the first Grounded, so I don't know. I never hear anybody talk about it, but Microsoft kept bringing it up and kept updating it. So I guess there must have been some kind of a player base. I will say this does look more like an RPG and less like a survival crafting game. Oh, never mind. Just as what to say, it looks less like a survival crafting game. Crafting. Although, it still has the crafting elements, but it also looks like they kind of worked in a few more like RPG, almost Elder Scrolls elements. So if that's the case, then I'm at least interested to try it. All right, July 29th, the game preview, sure. Okay. Ooh, is this a roguelite? Where like your multiple attempts are your quote unquote predecessor? Oh, it's Bloober Team. Normally I'd be a lot more normally I'd be a lot more worried about that, but after they did a surprisingly good job on the Silent Hill 2 remake, I'm willing to give them a little bit of leeway. Ooh. And this is like sci-fi horror. This does feel very like Dead Space, very Aliens. All right. All right, Bloober Team. I'm giving you a chance. This actually looks decent. I am getting cautiously optimistic. With both the title, Chronos A New Dawn, and the way they're talking about, they seem to be more organized than before. Is this a sequel? This almost feels like a sequel the way they talk about it, but I don't think it is. I think it's a new IP. I'm gonna have to look this up. Bethesda presents. Okay. What is this now? Oh, is this Elder Scrolls on? Yeah, I think this is an Elder Scrolls Online update. Yeah, okay. Elder Scrolls Online is fine. I've never been hugely into it because I'm not an MMO person. If they ever pulled like a Dragon Quest X with Elder Scrolls Online, I mean, an offline version that you could just buy and play like a regular game, I would be so interested in that. Way more than I am in this. Also, that cat looks like fucking Simba from The Lion King. Oh, a Netch. There's a Netch in the background from Morrowind. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't have a lot to say about this. I'm not an Elder Scrolls Online person. I will say that Daydrop does look pretty cool. Yeah, and you also fight Molag Bal as one of the main villains. They burned off fucking Molag Bal as a villain in the goddamn online game. When he'd be such a cool villain for Elder Scrolls 6. Mm. Oh well. All right, next world premiere. Let's see what we got. Okay, is this something I know? What is that accent? I That sounds like an accent, but I can't tell what it is. If that all right, who the fuck talks like that? Ooh, okay, don't nod. You have my interest. All right. So far, kind of a mixed bag of a showcase. A few cool new games. Super Meat Boy 3D looks really great. That steampunk one looked all right. Don't know how much I feel. And the Indiana Jones DLC looks cool. Don't know how I feel much about the rest of these. The rest of these are all just kind of okay. Alrighty. Chronos. I do have some hope for Chronos. And I'm just hoping Bloober Team doesn't fuck it up. This looks alright. Decent. Probably a decent third person action adventure game, but nothing insane. Aphelion. Mm. God, I am already just a little bit sleepy now. Alright. Game and collab. Oh, that's cute. They're working with the European Space Agency. Sure. Has NASA ever collaborated on someone with a game? I'd be curious to see what that looks like. Ooh, okay. This music's kind of swinging though. I think it'd probably be better if this guy wasn't singing, but I like the beat. Oh, you gotta take this little gun and re-renovate the apartment. Okay, this is mm. This feels like it's a this feels like it's appealing. This going to appeal a lot to the what's it word? Viscera cleanup detail or power wash simulator audience. Okay, so it also turns into a so it's like half fix up the hotel, half like surreal shooter. Okay. You know what? It's a memorable concept at least. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna take your word for that because I'm interested in a visit already, and that's coming 2026. That's a genuinely great idea. Okay, that's we're bookmarking that one, kids. Xbox Game Studio presents. Oh, Age of Mythology. All right, cool. Oh, never mind. This is Smite. Or yeah, it's Smite. The only time I ever played Smite was when they brought the Ninja Turtles to the game. That was it. The one they brought the Ninja Turtles and when they brought Jetty Wakeman XJ9 from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Those are the only two times I hopped in. Mythology retold. Oh, it is Age of Mythology. All right, sure. I was never into the Age of Mythology games, but you know what? That's not bad. How long is this showcase though? Okay, sure they do. I mean, it's probably good that your opinions aren't yours and yours alone. It's probably good that you take feedback from other people. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. What is this? Oh, it's a fucking shooter. Is this? This isn't Metal Gear. There's no way this is Metal Gear. But it feels very Metal Gear inspired. I mean, I'm honestly more interested in the lady character because she has more of a focus on stealth. So that might make for an interesting time. It seems like the soldier guys are just kind of generic third person shooters. Although I do love that flying knee kick. Maybe it's me, but there's always something that looks so painful about that. Okay, and now it's 28 days later. Sure. Modang. Oh, I've heard about this game. I've seen screenshots of it. I've never really bothered to look deep into this, but okay. I've heard about that before. It looks alright. Like I said, I'm interested in the lady's stealth bits. Mm. Wonderful. Ooh. Ooh. This looks nice. This looks good. At least it looks visually interesting. Novo. Alrighty. So is it a do you gotta go rescue your family? Yeah. Well, you already defeated them. We gotta go back in space and kick them alien bastards' asses. Alrighty. And it's coming next year too. Ooh. I mean, it does look very nice. The Odyssey continues. So this is a sequel to something I haven't played then. Because I don't recognize this, but it looks great. Holding honestly feels. Ooh. This whole thing looks really unique. It's got like a hint of Star Wars in it, though, with the droids. Like, especially that little circle droid there felt very probe droid. How long is this supposed to be? Planet of Lana 2. Yeah, I've never heard of Planet of Lana, but if it looks anything as good as that second as this game, then I probably need to try it. At the very least, see if there's a demo out on the platforms. Play it day one with Game Pass. Bethesda presents another world premiere. Not a world premiere. Oh god damn it! Fallout 76. I'm sure there's people who like this game. I'm sure there's people who love it, but it's just not my thing. Again, if they pulled the Dragon Quest X and made an offline version, I'd be much more interested. So is the update? So is the update that they made a fishing mechanic? He captured the mutated fish from The Simpsons. Ugh. Alrighty. And this game is our ticket to easy money. So shut up and give us more. So shut up and give us more for each update. Buy more cosmetics off us, fool. A cookout you are not invited to. Oh fuck. Why did he laugh? Oh, that's cute. Gone fission. Like fish like fucking fission. Yeah. Oh, well now what is this? Ho ho ho, hold on a minute. Soul leveling. Alrighty. So another anime mobile game. I mean, the action looks cool. I don't know if I'll ever have a desire to try this. 4-player co-op. I'm surprised they didn't call it like 4-player co-chop or something. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just very sleepy right now. And the way I'm sitting probably doesn't help, so I'm gonna purposely sit in the less comfortable position. So hopefully that'll keep me up. This is so boring. Every time I see this solo leveling thing, or a game based off this, it looks so boring. I'm sure there's fans of solo leveling, but I'm sorry, it looks so generic shonen anime. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. I think this is I think this is Pal World, but I'm not sure. Oh no. Oh no, this has Catly vibes. What the fuck? Oh no. This has this has some fucking sketchy vibes already, kids. Yeah, this looks. Maybe it's just me. This looks slightly off, and I can't tell why. A Nemo. That is so close to Amiibo as a name. You can't call it that. Hey, Tony. Oh wait, that said world premiere. Is he doing Thug? Oh come on, Fug, Fug, Fug. Give me underground. Give me underground. Ooh, you better. You bet. Oh, is it? This better not just be the launch trailer. This better not just be the launch trailer. I swear to God. It's just the launch trailer. God damn y'all. I mean, that's fine. Before that's fine, I suppose. I was already looking forward to this game, but I was hoping for a little something more. But you know what? It looks okay. Oh, can you switch back to the old graphics? That's actually a cute idea. All right. Ooh, I'll be right back. I go get something. Oh, fuck a Ninja Turtle. Okay, never mind. This looks sick as hell. Oh, I am a fucking mark for the Ninja Turtles. Whenever they put the Ninja Turtles in something, I perk up hard. Yo, that's sick. All right, now I'll be right back. I have to go get something. Oh shit, never mind again. The Doomslayer. That's kind of neat. Hey, and a demo. That's not a bad idea. Hmm. Sorry, just need a sip of water. Well, hello now. What's this? This does look visually pretty. Is this from the same devs as Chris Tales? I had Chris Tales on. I bought Chris Tales on the Switch. I never got around to playing it, but I always loved the way it looked. And this has a very similar art style. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be the same devs, because even that little bottom part with the even that little bottom UI element, that little circle with the diamonds in it, looks similar. Ooh, Okay, you can pick little responses during combat. That's a fun idea. I kind of question how that would work without breaking the flow of the combat, but I'm willing to give it a shot. At Fate's End. All right, I see you, I see you. Yeah, I gotta look up who's developing that, because I think it might be the same devs as Chris Tales. If not, it's very similar. Alright, we're almost an hour into this. Hopefully this doesn't, like, drag on too long. Oh, the Gears of War remake. Yeah, this has been rumored for a little while now. Honestly, what's the difference between this and that remaster that came out a few years ago? That they put out for the 9-year anniversary? Like, I genuinely don't know what the difference between this and the remaster would be. Or is it a remaster, or are they just putting the games on other systems? Yeah, maybe they're just putting it on other platforms. I mean, I'd be okay with that. Honestly, if they can get this running all right on the Switch too, I would be very excited. 4K HDR, 60 FPS, 120 FPS multiplayer. All right, let's see how that. Oh, ooh. I do enjoy 120 FPS. I've been playing it with Doom Eternal. I don't know how much I care for it in multiplayer, but if they manage to get that into the single player, I'll be interested. As it is, 60 FPS on the single player and updated visuals sounds like a good deal. And is this the whole? I'm not versed enough in Gears of War. Is this the whole collection, or is this Gears of War Reloaded? So I think it's just the first game. All right. I see you. No, that looks good, and I'm glad that they're just bringing it to everything off the bat. You know, you're not having to wait 6 months. Looks pretty good though. Is this? I'm trying not to hazard a guess, but I'm thinking maybe Persona. This feels like Persona. Yeah, yeah, it's Persona. The Persona 4 remake. Okay then. Okay then. Revival. Alright. Yeah, this is the one that got leaked because Yuri Lowenfall was like, hey, they're not bringing me back to do my character. What the fuck? And he just kind of just burnt the bridge and leaked it, which is funny to me. Okay. Oh, Sea of Thieves? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I'm not a huge Sea of Thieves person. I'm not a huge multiplayer only person, but I appreciate I appreciate this game keeping Rare's legacy alive, and it's always fun to have something in like the pirate genre of games. Yeah, looks all right. Uh, yeah, okay then. Good, good to see this game is still going on. All right, sure. I do like the art style. It always it always vaguely reminds me of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but like less detailed. That that's the best way I can describe it. Like it looks like lower res Clone Wars to me, and I don't say that to be mean. It's just genuinely. Okay, what? Why? All right, I'll give you that. Got me just because I wasn't expecting it. Oh shit! Invincible's getting a game. Yo, if we are getting like a real Invincible game that isn't just the Oh, I guess it's like a what if where Omni Man never turned against the Viltrumites. Joe, if he never turned against the Viltrumites, shouldn't Mark just be dead? Okay, but what kind of game is it though? What kind of game is it? Hi, Adam Eve. Hi, Rex. Ooh, is it a fighting game? Oh yeah, it's a free V fighter. And I think is this fucking NeverRealm? I think it's NeverRealm. Holy shit. Okay, who's making this? For real, who is making this? I don't know. Maybe it's just all the blood, but it does have a NeverRealm vibe. I can't tell. Okay, but real talk, Mark better have all his Invincible War alternates. Skybound Games and Quarter Up. I don't know who that is, but that looks fucking sick. That looks really good. Real talk, Mark better have his fucking alternates from the Invincible War. I want Sinister Mark so badly. Okay, yeah, FF7 on Xbox, FF7 remake. I doubt they're gonna say anything about the third entry yet. Probably a bit too soon after Rebirth. Be nice if they finally talked about that fucking Final Fantasy IX remake that we've known about forever because of the Nvidia leak. Now with tactics being shown off, that's like the last thing that we don't know about. FF16, okay, okay, yeah, just just bringing all of their games to Xbox, okay. It would be nice to have cross progression. It would be nice. It would be nice to have some sort of cross progression so you can pick up where you left off on PlayStation. Yeah, available today. Sure, sure. All right, so not like the most hype announcement, but makes sense. Another world premiere. World premiere. Xbox Game Studios presents Double Fine. Okay, more Psychonauts, or are they doing a new property? Looks like Psychonauts, but that could just be like their art style. Ooh. What is this? Yeah, I think it's another Psycho. Oh, no. It's something new. Okay. So I'm guessing you're playing as the light. Yeah, it looks like you're playing as the lighthouse and the bird is guiding you. Certainly an interesting concept, and it looks fucking gorgeous. Ooh, yeah. I'm liking the look of this already. Turns into a fucking egg. Why not? Sure. Oh my god, these fucking environments look so like genuine splendor in all of this, in all of the way this game looks. The Keeper is what it's called. All right, all right. I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with that. Always cool to see like old legacy studios try something new, and I'm glad they're not just doing Psychonauts free. Hi, Phil Spencer. Oh my god, it does. Jesus. Yeah, 2001. Holy shit. All right. Don't talk too much shit. This looks really good. This looks nice. I'm looking forward to trying this. Oh, this looks so sick. Mm. On the go. All right, all right, all right. Don't kill the pace, man. Silksong. It's not. It's not Silksong because it's a world premiere. So what is it? I mean, if it's for the anniversary. Oh, a butterfly. Well, now that feels like a hint. Hmm. I feel. I feel like I should know what this is. I feel like I should know what this is for some reason, and I can't tell if I'm being dumb for not. Uh, I think this is a new IP, but it just feels familiar for some reason. Is this is this a Remedy game? This has this has Remedy's vibes. I can't put my finger on it, but it reminds me of Quantum Break a little bit. You went and pissed off Jigsaw. Sorry. Do you want to play a game? Do you want to play a game? I can't get that voice all scratchy without fucking up my own throat. What the fuck is this singing? Do you bet the hand that feeds? Oh, Call of Duty. It's a new Black Ops. That's why it fucking felt familiar. I mean, sure, it'll probably have like a decent campaign, and then people will forget about it immediately for the multiplayer, as what tends to happen with these games. But also, I mean, I have no excitement left for Call of Duty. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm not like a. Is it still going? We're working our developers to the fucking bone. All right, well, that was certainly that was certainly a showcase. That was certainly that was certainly a thing that existed, I guess. I yeah, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say about that, Chief. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what the fuck that was. I mean, you know what? Though, if I'm being positive, couple of cool things. Game Freak doing a non Pokemon title and actually getting the fucking resources they need to do it. That is genuinely cool. That like Game Freak has talented people in them. It is just the fucking like giga crunch cycle of the Pokemon series has always fucked them over. So seeing what they can actually do with like a decent like scope and amount of time would be nice. I wonder if that means they're just not going to do a Pokemon game for a little. They have to. They have to find some way to fucking do those. I assume they're gonna probably like farm it out to Ilka like they did Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But yeah, that's exciting to see. An Invincible game looks good. New developer, or at least new to me. I've never heard of Quarter Up. Looks good. We're doing the Marvel thing, free v free tag fighting. You know, we're doing seemingly a what if story where Omni Man never never defected from the Viltrumite, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. That's a what if, so they can just kind of like play around and do whatever. Ninja Gaiden 4 still looks excellent. Can't wait for that game. Oh, I'm chomping at the bit for that. Indiana Jones DLC looks good. Looks like more Indiana Jones. Clockwork Revolution looks surprisingly good. Looks like we're gonna get kind of like immersive simish. And I'm like, ooh, an immersive sim. That's always like a good time whenever those are done well. And there's always like fun games to do on stream because you can just fuck around and do whatever. So I'm looking forward to that. Super Meat Boy 3D looks surprisingly good. Like I said, I haven't kept up with the series, but a 3D platformer is always a good way to hook me. And it kind of just looks like they are just taking everything that worked about Super Meat Boy and bringing it into 3D. So I'm looking forward to that. And then probably the last thing that really stood out to me was the Keeper. Was seeing what's the word? What Double Fine was working on. It looks like I said, just they got those visuals down to a T. So just like fingers crossed that the actual gameplay keeps up. Yeah. All right. So not anything crazy. Not anything like too insane. Persona 4 Revival might be a little more exciting if it didn't get leaked the fuck beforehand. If Yuri Lowenfall didn't just be like, screw you people. Um, but you know what? If they really are replacing him, then I can totally feel why. I can totally understand why he went out and did that. Uh, yeah, but that's just unfortunate if they are just replacing him for like no reason, especially if the fucking Japanese comic, if the Japanese voice cast all gets the return. If they do and the localization doesn't, then that's bullshit. But mm, that's yeah, that's about it. Not much to say on that show. Kind of slow. I'm curious about that fucking like Amino game. That looks like that got greenlit. Like that looks like that got greenlit when Pal World popped the fuck off, and then somewhere along the way, the whole legal battle between Pocket Pair and Nintendo and Pocket Pair went on, and now I'm wondering if someone at Microsoft is like, "Oh shit, should we have done that? Should we have greenlit this? Is this gonna get us in trouble?" And I noticed very cleverly, you don't ride your Pokemon stand-in. You don't ride them; you turn into them, which seems to be their way of getting around that Nintendo patent of like riding Pokemon, basically. So we're gonna see how that works. We're gonna see if that gets anybody in legal trouble. Honestly, I hope not, because I hope Pocket Pair and Power World just fucking win their case against Nintendo and they fuck off and Nintendo fucks off. But we'll see. We'll see about that. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Looks really great. Such a weird combination of like, hey, Power Wash Simulator slash Viscera cleanup detail. Clean up the area game mixed with like a weird Lovecraftian first person shooter. It's a bizarre concept, but like it looks really fun to play, and hopefully there is more combat than it looks. Because like, ooh, that looks that if that combat looks as good as is as good as I think it looks, then that's gonna be a fun time. Chronos: The New Dawn looks good. Like I said, I have cautious optimism when it comes to Bloober Team. Most of their games have not been good, but they did a great job on the Silent Hill 2 remake. We'll see how much of that was actually their skill and how much of that was Konami giving guidance. I can't imagine it's like that much because it's fucking Konami, but we'll see. High on Life 2 genuinely surprised me. I figured they just weren't gonna touch anything with Justin Roiland's name on it with a 10-foot pole, but I know he no longer works at Squanch Games and he wasn't really involved in the DLC, so We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe it'll actually be like more funny without him there. Because I'm not the huge. I've said this before. I like the first like season and a half of Rick and Morty, and then the humor just goes down a fucking tube for me. So hopefully it ends up being closer to that, or it just ends up doing its new a whole unique thing. But just God, I hope it's not like the fucking later seasons of Rick and Morty because those got tedious quick. And then new Xbox handheld. Again, something that kind of got leaked to high heaven, so not a huge a surprise. And it's just kind of Microsoft working with the ROG Ally for now, which, you know, I think is cool. I think it's nice that they are integrating their. I'm curious what the like interlaced triggers means. Hopefully those triggers feel good because I'm like one of those weirdos where analog triggers just does not feel good in my hands. So I typically avoid controllers that have analog triggers. But hopefully those feel good. I haven't had a handheld PC ever since I gave my Steam Deck away to a friend. So I might get this. I might give it a shot because I do love the handheld PC market and I love that it's taking off. It is such a nice entryway into PC gaming, and it's just always fun to have more handhelds in general. As someone who grew up with the DS, someone who grew up with handheld gaming, it's cool to see that legacy stick around outside of the Switch. But we'll see what it's priced. We'll see how it runs games. I'm very curious. The Steam Deck is a pretty capable piece of hardware, and I'm assuming the Ally X will be even better. So, fingers crossed it can keep up with most modern releases. But all right, showcase. Honestly, I think it's probably not as good as SGF for me, just because there wasn't as much stuff that specifically appealed to me like SGF did. Like Summer Games Fest kind of like hit me right in the perfect sweet spot thanks to a few games like Nina the Hollower being there, thanks to games like RE9. Oops. This is kind of similar. It had a few things that appealed to me like Meat Boy and Clockwork Revolution, but overall just kind of a so-so show. I'd give that like a B minus, but let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and I will catch you later. I gotta get back to making videos, but I might go ahead and stream some Mario Kart later if I have time. But either way, catch you later, and be sure to crank up the noise. All right, and end stream. Yeah, end the stream. Darn it! There we go.